the MPP mentioned that they will not contest, they will not run in that election.
Yes.
Yeah, so for me, it was, I don't know what occasioned the U-turn, because for the neck of a party, that's the National Executive Committee of the party, to make a statement that they were not going to run in that election, and properly so communicated by the party's general secretary. I don't know. I was surprised to have realized that they went ahead to defy the orders of the party to run in the election. I don't know what consequences would follow after.
We will not go for any rerun. The new Patriotic Party will not go for any rerun. We have won the elections. We have won the elections. What we are asking the Electoral Commission is to follow the court directive, to finish the coalition and declare our candidate Akwatia as the MP-led Ablekuma North.
I think it is not. It's not.
So myself, at a point, I heard the general secretary saying that they are not going for the election, the rerun, the by-election, the rerun. They are not going for it.
And that was a neck decision.
Yes, it was a neck decision. And then there was also a video where the woman herself, Mami Ekia. Okay, Nane Ekia. Okay, Mami and Nane Ekia, the other say. Nane Ekia was saying that she would also not go. So she was she was directly telling her voters that she's not going to
boycotting the election.
Yes, she's boycotting the election.
If you won, would you say they should rerun? If you were the one who won, will you say they should rerun? You know the King Solomon issue. We won the election hands down. And so there isn't going to be any rerun. We have the pin sheet. We have every evidence. We've collated with their agent throughout 6 times. And this is where we are. So if you were the one who won, will you suggest there should be a rerun? That's
and the National Executive said they are pulling out of that election. That is
nobody is. I am contesting. You see my people. You see the way. You see the way. We are fully prepared. What prepared? Tomorrow we are going for this contest. And in the first place, I want to say a big thank you to all.
But another video, I saw her saying that, yeah, and then everybody should come out and vote that she's going to be victorious and all that. So the whole thing, I was confused.
It tells us about the state of the MPP as we speak now. The party, MPP needs help.
Maybe you can go and help them.
MPP needs, the party is destroyed beyond.
How sure are you they need help and then it is destroyed beyond?
No, how is it possible? No, just for once, Charles, think about this. Think of the possibility, or just flip it up, and imagine what happened in the MPP in this very rerun happening in the NDC. It's so far from. It's so far from reality. It can't happen.
Yeah.
That the National Executive Committee of the NDC will make a decision properly communicated by the General Secretary, and a candidate will flout. It's not. I mean, that cannot happen. That will not happen. Fifi Kwete will not come out and make a decision or announce a next decision for a candidate to just flout it. I mean, that cannot happen. So it tells that the MPP, as we speak now, that the party needs help. The party is destroyed beyond remedy. And like I keep saying, that President or former President Akufo-Addo has done a lot of disservice, not just to Ghana and the economy, but to the party.
But wait, before we continue, me for what you're saying, I don't have any idea about it. So I want to throw it to the viewers. You can put it in the comment section. If you think the MPP needs help.
The party is not a functioning party.
MPP is broken. It's the same time saying that if, the full soldiers of the MPP or the sympathizers of the MPP, if you think that your party needs help, or yes, there's 1 or 2 restructuring that they have to do, or Akufo-Addo, the former president Akufo-Addo did a disservice to the party Please just put it in the comment section. Let's have a discussion over there.
And it further exposes the kind of people who are also putting themselves out to run for flag bearership and by extension the presidency. Talk about Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. You know, he was part of, you know, he is part of NEC. And so he is part of that body that made the decision that they will not run in the rerun. But de facto, he's the leader of the party now. To some extent, You see, so for him to be part of the NEC that made that decision, and for him to go ahead and, in a way, support the candidate in the rerun, I don't even understand. These are people who lack some principle. Because if I am part of a group or a body that says that we will not do this, and in the next breath, I am found doing exactly what I said we won't do, that raises some questions about.
Oh yeah, that one there is very true. But whatever it is, they said they won't do the rerun. They have done it. So it's up to them because they know what transpired when they said that, and then after they did a U-turn against their own decision. They still knew what transpired. But so for you and I, we can't talk about that because we are not there.
But for a party that has, you know, managed or rather mismanaged an economy for 8 years, you see, we should expect a lot better from them. For people, I mean, Kennedy Japan, Bawumia himself, other higher rankings in the party, who were all part of a NEC decision that you will not contest, you will not run in the election. Seeing in the next morning, I mean, what kind of people are this?
Anyways,
So I'm not even surprised about the outcome of the election, the turnout, the voter, because this is a predominantly MPP stronghold.
Yeah.
Okay. So for us to have such a turnout of a total expected turnout of about 5,000 voters, we had around 3,000.
So are you trying to say that if the turnout was kind of great, the MPP would...
No, per history, if they had massive turnout, all things being equal,
but
MPP could have won that.
But wait, whatever being the case, the NDC lady, Oben Erabina, was saying that she won the election and she was being cheated by the NPP or the returning officer or whoever. Whatever. And then that is why the whole thing delayed. So it could be that this time around they didn't win that seat.
No, what happened is that, you see, we are expecting out of the 19 polling stations that the elections was run, we're expecting about 5,000 voters to cast their vote.
Yes, in the same way that people are saying that, or there is a research that's saying that the entire electoral process that happened last year, the turnout was low.
Yeah.
Yes, when you take Ablekuma West, for instance, people didn't know that this Reverend Kukwado could have
made that.
Yes, that's it. You understand? Yeah. So it's a wind that is blowing, clearing all the MPP seats, even with their strong votes.
But 7 months subsequent to that general elections, now you have a party leadership saying that we will not run in this election, just for them to make a sudden U-turn. Could it not be the case that because of their earlier communication that we will not run, their party base now relaxed and went to work and did not think that we should come out and vote? For which reason?
No.
It could be an option. It could be a possibility.
I disagree with you because the voters has already made their mind already whether they are going to vote or not. If they really, really, really want their candidates to win that election, they could have questioned the authority or the NEC, whoever that made that decision. But because they are also unconcerned, but like the way it happened in Ablekuma West, where a lot of the MPP foot soldiers or the sympathizers, I was on the ground and they were saying that they will not vote for their candidates. You see, so it's still a general wind that blew, and it's trying to clear.
I agree with the wind that blew. Of course, the numbers in Parliament speaks for the wind. It's something we can't dispute. But I'm saying that if the party leadership, if MPP were a functioning or a properly functioning party, where communication is done in a way that sits with a properly functioning organization, the turnout could have been different. Maybe it could not have turned the outcome of the.
I understand perfectly. You see, I don't know whether you were following during the campaign. You heard or you've seen what happened between Kennedy Japan and then Bawumia. They were not together, so there were kind of disunity in the party right from the primaries. Right from the primaries.
Hold on, look, there's no political party that is 100% united. Even
I understand. But the way their party, was torn into pieces, it was beyond repairs, because right from the primaries, you could see and you could tell what is happening in the camp of the MPP. You understand? And it has brought them where they are now. And still, see, campaigns are over, elections are over. Could you imagine that they are still campaigning? Bawumia and then what's his name? Kennedy Japan. They are still throwing against each other. That will tell you where they are up to now.
Well, so I think you agree with me that if I said that the MPP is destroyed beyond.
Oh yeah, that remedy, one I will agree, but you don't. Let's not even bother ourselves about that. That's their problem.
So
but
congratulations let's congratulate Rabna Obin. Look.
Yes. Before you congratulate her, you are not talking about the spider moves that happen.
Oh, bro, I beg you.
Somebody was diving. Somebody was doing pepper spray.
No, but is it look, is it, bro? Let's see. I felt sad.
How?
Seeing what? Are you saying how?
Yes, you felt sad. Like
I mean,
is it for the Chinese action or Korean movie that transpired?
How can you see that picture or that video happening at a Ghanaian electoral ground and not be sad? I mean, come on.
I would be sad.
We have come a long way. Our democracy has come a very long way.
What is your point now? What point are you trying to make?
We shouldn't be seeing these things in this age and time. We shouldn't be seeing them. Violence. We shouldn't be seeing violence in any politics. I mean, come on, think about it.
It's true, but for now we can't apportion blame. Okay, we can't apportion blame.
And I hear people say that what's the name? Hawa Kumsin has no good reputation and she deserves it. Come on, please.
Let me ask you, what is she going to do with pepper spray at a police station? Is it a war zone, a war territory? Is it going to an enemy territory? Why carry weapons?
That is why I am saying that whole spectacle is not something that we should defend. We should speak good of.
Yes, you understand?
So we should condemn the whole thing in its entirety. You understand? So for people to start taking sides and say, Hawa Kumsin deserves it, and come on, let's not start. The whole thing is a mess. Okay, for hoodlums to throng a voting center and start beating up policemen, start beating up everybody inside. I mean, Charles.
Does it mean that the policemen themselves, they are not up to their task? Does it mean that they also don't know what their job is?
To start with,
you don't want to tell me that they have not seen the history, or they've not read the history of what happened at by-election. Let me not even go far. What happened recently? I mean, they should have prepared for all those things, but they were just there. At a point, one of the video where there was some kind of misunderstanding, people were kind of fighting and all that. The police were not even armed. Okay, and some of them were just standing afar, looking at how the things were going. It's so unprofessional.
No, I agree with you that on that score, the police, and I don't even know who sanctioned police security at a rerun, because we know the history of by-elections in Ghana, that violence is something that we have seen, severally, and so for you to deploy policemen to man a polling station unarmed, I don't know who sanctioned that setup. For me, it's flawed. It's flawed. Okay. So with the security setup, I agree they didn't do well, but I'm saying that in its totality, we have to condemn. And look, I see some videos and some comments on social media, trolling how Akum's.
But before then, how will you name the movie? What title you give to the movie?
I'm not
No, what title you give to the movie? Because like it's a video that's trending, and people are trying to give title. Is it Korean movie? A China movie? No, but the thing it's so funny.
But it's like a hobby, it's like a hobby.
No, I'm not happy. You see, me, I told myself that I am not going there. I will not venture that zone. Do you know I was going? I was there, but that was early morning. So at a point when I saw the max, the armed, the macho men with the max and all that, I was asking myself, since when did Ghana police or security have this thing? So I left, okay, and then I went to work, and then before I realized later in the day, I was like, things were happening. So I was like, oh, okay, the men that I saw, not knowing they were there for violence. Do you understand? Yeah. So you see, we have come a long way for us to be having this kind of mess in all that. The police should have just done some professional work and just stop this thing at a point. But the whole thing is that maybe the one who came with the pepper spray knew it very, very well that something of that sort will happen.
No, you see, it is the history of reruns or by-elections in Ghana. That is how it has been. Okay, I am not. Well, what am I going to do with pepper spray? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not aware. I'm not sure it is pepper spray though. But I saw something that looks like a spray. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was a mosquito spray or she thought the guy.
Why? Are you going to kill mosquito at the police?
I'm not saying.
Okay, fine. If it's not mosquitoes,
it could be also. It could be abortion spray. Maybe she's
abortion spray. Who is smelling over there? So if somebody is smelling, will you be spraying the thing in the air?
You can't be sure it is pepper spray. Let the police come out with a communication to.
It's pepper spray. Let me say pepper spray, because I mean that woman has been known for violence.
Absolutely,
she has been known for violence.
I agree.
And then when I was even surprised when Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia issued out a communique saying that the leadership of the NDC have to condemn what. Like, you see, we are so hypocritical in this country. Eh?
Why?
No,
what is wrong with he asking the NDC to condemn what happened?
Have you seen the report of the Ayawaso? Have you seen the report?
I've read that. I've seen it. I've read it. It is poorly implemented. In fact, the president showed it. The hooligans who went to commit that crime.
So does he have the moral right to come and speak about
it? It does not justify what happened at Ablekuma North. I'm saying.
I'm not justifying the whole thing. No. Once it's happening in your regime, and then you could not do anything proper about it. Do you qualify to speak about any subsequent issue of that sort?
I agree.
You don't, because you don't have the moral right to talk about it. You see, when a president is being said, let's try as much as possible.
That is why I am.
That
is why I'm saying that now that I'm NDC, full NDC. Now that NDC is in government, whatever thing that happens, that is anti-democracy. We should condemn it. So that in the next 100 years, if MP becomes to power,
there's the video to that effect when Malik Basintali was addressing the media that the policeman who slapped the journalist has been detained or something of that sort, and then the issue is being investigated. Okay, but this is a working government.
How about the Spider-Man who?
See, the Spider-Man, I think we should look for that man.
We have to look for him. Maybe
the way the man died,
we are looking for Black Stars goalkeeper to come and catch ball for us.
But what I can say for now is that we thank God that this time around she didn't bring her AK-47.
Come on, you are rubbing it.
I'm being facts.
You are trying to rub it in her face that she deserves what she got.
I am not saying that. I am just saying that. Listen. You see, that spray. What if it was a gun?
Was it a gun?
What if?
Was it a gun? I mean.
Record tells us that. Record tells us that it's on social media. It's on the internet.
We do not
Google it. Record tells us that the just ended election, the last year election. What did she not do?
No, we can't. We don't live in the past. Neither do we live in your imagination.
That is why I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm just being real to myself. That what if? I'm just saying that we thank God that this time around it wasn't a gun. You see, we should praise God that He has reduced it from AK-47 to Yes. We have to be thankful because if it were to be a gun, what would have happened? Because it's sharing like a famo. You see, if you see a madman that is sent to psychiatry to, that madman is not correct 100%. There's some small thing over there. So little thing that triggers it, Charlie go over you.
I agree.
So such people, we should fear them in society.
I agree how Akumsin has a record of bad.
Look at what she did to the NDC woman organizer. Hannah Bissio.
I agree, except that it should not be a reason why we would also be silent on what's happened and not condemn it.
Yes, I condemn it totally. But
in its entirety, let's not try to say that how Akumsin, because she has a record of bad behavior, and so let us say that what happened was wrong. End of matter.
What happened was wrong. How Akumsin stop carrying weapons.
You see, you're not trying to Charlie.
No. See, I know what happened is wrong. So the truth of the matter is that what happened was wrong, and then we need to condemn it. Okay, but the fact that you still want to dwell on how I'm saying. What's the problem? Do you know if we were to be in a developed country, how Akumsin action and previous actions would have ended her in jail by now.
Absolutely.
Do you know that? Because we are not in a serious country.
And what? Hold on. Let me talk to you. What would make her end up in jail is not another cycle of violence. No, if we want to end this violent stuff, we do not have to repeat other cycles of violence. What we need is for our laws to work and be sure that anybody who has displayed or who has fired a weapon unreasonably, the laws must deal with you. We have to empower our laws to work and not to try to defend any violent situation and say that the person, because she had a record or a history of displaying weapons, and so let's kind of justify it.
Yes, you were all in this country. How we chastised Stoneboy for pulling a gun when his life was in danger. His gun was seized. Though it was a registered gun, it was seized. When Akumsin did the last two things before the recent election, what happens to him? Did you hear any report that the gun was taken from her?
You see,
2016, do you know what she did? 2020, do you know what she did?
I think you have to listen to me. I am saying that when people...
Okay, I understand you. I'm coming. I understand you. But what I'm trying to tell you that the law only works for a specific people in this country. So it works for only specific people in this country. So what's the remedy? Say again.
So what's the remedy?
And the remedy, you have to talk to the security system for them to beef up their game. I mean,
they call it rule of law.
Yes.
It is the rule of what the law says.
Yes.
What the law stipulates is what you go by.
Yes.
And there is a sanction for displaying weapons outside what is reasonable. Okay. And so if the laws find what Akumsin did in the past as criminal or offensive, the laws must deal with her. And not for us to wait for another round of by-election or a rerun. So Akumsin should now show up.
She wants
and for violence should take place. So for us to now be justifying the violence that took place on the back of the fact that she was once violent, it is not proper.
So because she was left to go scot-free, that is why she has it at the back of her mind that
is why
she has that superior power to display weapon at any stage.
That is why we are reminding the Attorney General's Department, go back, revisit all those instances of violence as displayed by Akumsin. Let her face the law. If under Akufo-Addo they won't do it, Thankfully, Ghanaians have reposed confidence in the NDC. Let's do all of those things and make sure that anybody who has done any act of violence at an election, I mean, come on, the law should work. And so that those guys who also went about flying, I mean, come on, it's not right. We shouldn't get there. You understand? We shouldn't get there. We should not get there.
So the Attorney General should
absolutely anybody, whether you're an NDC or an MP, anybody who has gone to an election ground displaying, wielding weapons and firing stuff outside of the law, I mean, come on, you should be dealt with. The law should make sure that they hold you accountable. Whatever your sanction is, it should be given to you. It should serve as a warning to others not to repeat same.
Oh yeah, I
so
understand.
That our elections would be peaceful.
Yes, I understand.
We
because you and I were on the ground at St. Mary when the unknown, will I say military or whatever, they came firing all in the air like that.
Just imagine.
Like
just election.
Just election.
And so I mean, soldiers have to come with. I mean, why?
You see, so the current Attorney General, please, we should have some kind of confidence.
All the way from St. Martin de Porres on through to Mount Olivet. Look,
yes.
That stretch, they were full of soldiers.
Yeah, full of soldiers.
Carrying guns.
Weapons.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's bad.
Okay.
It's so bad. If you think what Harkinson did is justifiable, just drop it in the comment section so that we have another discussion over there. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel.